My motto is expansion, always in all ways.
New York City, it's the most exciting city for real estate, and that's why I'm here.
I'm the closer and the listing machine. What makes me better is that I work harder than anyone else.
Whee! We're friends now, right? I don't need him, and you don't either.
This will never end.
3, 2, 1.
This is the Mac Media Show.
Welcome to the Mac Media Show. My name is Mac.
And I'm Ree.
And this is the Me and Ree Review Show. We are the two that review for you, America. Welcome into episode 8.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes, I believe so.
Are we on episode 8?
It's 7 or 8. I can't remember which one. Don't we have 3 more episodes?
We're on 10.
Huh?
This is episode 10.
What happened to us?
Missed a few weeks, didn't we?
So we're on 10? How many episodes are there? 12?
There are 12 episodes. We got 2 more.
We've only got 2 more.
Can you believe that?
No.
You know what, though? I've had, and this is jumping subjects, but before we started the show, I've had drones on the mind. Video production is something that's just taken off, and I found it interesting that they're not using drones. I haven't seen any that they've used to shoot video. They go and hire somebody. It looks like they would start using some drones to get some of the building footage, you know?
Well, that's true. That's
true.
true.
Ryan rented a helicopter to get photographs one time.
Yeah,
I don't know
he did, didn't he?
Why
He
not
sure
just
did.
get a drone?
Yeah. Maybe the drone cost so much more
No.
than hiring somebody.
Well, the drone's $1,500, but it's a one-time fee.
Wow.
Maybe they just rather pay somebody. I don't know.
I don't know.
I know renting helicopters more than that.
I would think so, but
I would think so too.
I don't live in that world.
Well, you don't.
I don't
do.
rent helicopters.
Bringing it on. All right, let's talk about the episode, shall we?
All right.
Let's talk about what happened a couple episodes back since we missed a few weeks. The main points, I guess each episode had a major thing. Mm-hmm. Not 3 major things, just one in each. So we'll cover them all in one episode real quick. Fredrik had the big listing with the finishes. They spent an extra, how much money? $2 million on the finishes?
I don't think they spent quite that much on those finishes.
Maybe I'm thinking about last night's
about $1 million.
episode.
I think you are. They spent $2 million on that for the renderings and all that, but not. No, it was about $1 million, and they did a good job though. They did a good job.
It was listed for about $23 million, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But they ended up getting 22.
What a nice place, though.
Oh wow, I know it.
What, the doors cost $150,000?
Oh yeah, those outdoor things, whatever.
Nice
yeah.
place.
They were very
Real
nice.
nice place. So they sold that at
$22 million.
$22 million.
Which is what he had told them at the beginning it was worth. So
Right.
that worked out good.
Yeah, and I think they did some scripting with all this text messages and
Yeah, I did too.
all these things.
But that's okay.
But that's all right. That was interesting, but not a huge part of what I want to talk about. What do you want to talk about? You want to ring on the engagement a little bit? You see what I did there with the little metaphor?
Ring. Yeah, it was nice. It was really neat. I was glad to see that he had come to his senses. I think they're really good for each other. I do.
I thought it was cool.
She's really cute. Yeah, I'm sure all that, shutting down Times Square was kind of a, scripted thing, but hey, look what they've got to remember. When all this is over, they can show their kids, I proposed to your mom in Times Square, and believe me, nobody was there but us.
That's right.
And he's got the footage to prove it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was really good. Glad to see they're going to get married because I really like her. I really like her.
Man, she's cool.
She's really good for him. He did good on that. I think he's real happy, too. He seems like it. So, yeah, kudos to both of them.
Kudos, huh?
Good luck.
You like that?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I thought.
Tell me, Mac.
It was special. I thought, Times Square thing was cool. I feel like Ryan's a little awkward sometimes.
Well, I mean, think about doing that in front of all these people when it's
Well,
supposed to be kind of a private moment in a way.
Sure. But in other situations I've seen Ryan, it seems a little awkward. Do you think he fit in high school?
Mm-hmm.
He looks like the guy that may not have.
I don't know. I'm not real sure. I don't know. I do remember way back when, though, when we were watching it and the hurricane hit the East Coast. You remember that?
Okay.
And he was walking through town by himself, and he said, I have no friends. I have no family. I have nobody because all I do is work.
Oh, see there? That's
Do you remember
bad.
that?
That's terrible.
Yeah, but I mean, I think that was an awakening for him because I thought, wow, are you kidding me? He seemed like a guy that would have a lot of friends. Mm-hmm. But maybe he came from, maybe he was a little dysfunctional in high school, got to the real estate thing, saw he could do it, has thrown himself into it because he wants to be the top of the field, you know, because he has something to prove to himself, maybe. Mm-hmm. I don't know. But he did stop when he met Emilia. He did stop focusing on it quite as much. Mm-hmm. So I think he's enjoyed having that relationship.
Well, I don't know. I thought it was good. The engagement, I thought it was nice. It was cool
good.
footage. Can't believe they got the whole place shut down. That
That
was cool.
was neat.
I mean, no one in sight. Looks like you'd have some, like, you know, redirect wherever they redirected everybody, you know. Looks like you'd have some of that on camera. But, I mean, it was flawless.
He's had some cool things he's going to have on video.
I know.
You know, like when he took her to dance.
Yeah, that
you know,
was
that
cool.
was cute. That'll be something that... And she always looks so realistic. I mean, she really looks like it's...
Well, we just found out that she's moving, got a promotion.
Oh,
We'll talk about
we
that a little bit
heard
later,
that.
though. Let's talk about, we'll go in sequence. Luis had a panic attack.
He did.
Odd. You know, I wonder if that was staged or if he, I mean, it didn't look like it.
I don't know. I think he might have started having chest pains or something.
That's weird, though.
And they kind of, you know, went with it.
So young and...
Yeah, but that's not like heart problems. That's just like stress.
Well, he said he was close to a heart attack.
Stress. Yeah, you can stress yourself to a heart attack.
That's crazy.
But he doesn't have like blocked arteries or anything. He just
crazy.
has pushed himself so hard. Yeah, you can do that, not eat right and there's no balance, and yeah, you can make yourself sick.
Well, see, what I didn't understand, it was like things didn't add up because in the show, in the footage they showed, when he lost the couple in Harlem, what's their name?
Oh, the Joneses.
When he lost their listing originally for $3.5 million, couldn't sell it, and split ways. He said it was because he was stressed or was too overwhelmed with things.
Right.
But on the footage, they never showed that. I mean, it looked like he was fine. He did a party. He had people come in. Not many people showed up, but you know, he showed the place. I mean, it looked normal. It looked no different than any of his other deals, which was odd when he had this whole Luis 2.0 deal last night, and he says that he couldn't sell it because he wasn't focused on it. But they didn't show in the show that he was unfocused. I mean, it looked just as focused to me as he had on every other listing.
But didn't Renita say, you're spread too thin for just us, we need to hire some other people?
Yeah, but see, they should have shown that more. Like, I didn't see him ever being overwhelmed.
Yeah, I guess.
Everything looked like normal to me.
I guess they didn't. And of course, he dealt with that guy that had the health problems, you know, got full price on that, what was it, that condo apartment, I forgot what it was now. And then the guy disappeared for 7 days. That's kind of weird to me because the guy's office would have known where he was. I mean, that was just kind of weird. We talked about it. Maybe
that
not
was
on,
weird too.
Yeah, maybe not on the show, but we talked about it one time during those weeks that I wanted to know what happened.
Yeah,
because they didn't explain where the guy went. People just don't disappear.
No.
But then they did bring him back, and with his oxygen and everything else, and said he was really in bad shape. But I guess there were some deals in the background we didn't know about, and he was spread really thin.
I don't know. I just think they did a bad job showing us that, or it was just a storyline to keep us. I hate to say that every week on this show because it feels real when I watch it, but maybe it's just because they leave things out that things don't make total sense all the time.
Well, maybe we need to tweet Luis because he's live streaming all the time.
Oh, yeah.
We need to tweet him and say, what happened to that guy,
Well,
or...
When I watch the live streams when I can, everything's the same way on the show and it's real, I mean, all of it's real, but I think on the show things don't make sense because a lot of time passes in between.
That's true.
That we don't realize. True. And, so...
Well, I'm going to tell you, Dr. and Mrs. Jones have become my favorite people.
Oh, they're cool.
I absolutely love them. I want to move to Harlem now. I love that place. And then when he went, 20 miles north of, it didn't say where he was.
Well, we'll get there.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm enjoying this.
It's
Thank
fine.
you.
We need to talk about eggs first, though.
Okay, let's go.
All right, let's talk
go.
about
eggs. Let's get on the eggs.
All right, he comes to you. All right. Okay, so I forget the girl's name. What's it, Anna?
Anna.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we're Anna. You're Anna. I can't be Anna.
And she was his best friend growing up. They've been best friends.
We know all that.
Okay.
He comes to you. You're Anna.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, Anna, We've been friends for a while. He says, you know our situation, trying to have a child, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, over there falling asleep. I'm telling a story
No,
here.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Anna's falling asleep. Okay, he comes to you, he says, Anna, I need your eggs. Mm-hmm. Okay. Anna sits there for a second. She thinks about it. Mm-hmm. What do you feel?
Gosh, that's just a lot involved in that. It's not an easy yes or no answer.
Man,
you know,
come right out of it.
It's just a lot.
Give me your eggs.
It's just a lot of.
I love the eggs.
Oh gosh, that's just really. Ooh, that's just tough. That's tough. I don't know.
Strange.
Yeah, definitely strange. I mean, I understand it from. I guess she's known he's been gay for a long time. I guess she understands it from the point of him being gay and having to have a woman's eggs because two men can't have babies. But, you know, I just, it's a lot to think about. And she, you know, she's got a boyfriend now, which makes a difference. And because, think about if she did give them the eggs, she's always going to feel like that child is part of her. And there'll always be a connection. But when she has her own children, her husband may not like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It just makes an odd situation. It's similar to Sofia Vergara, you know, and her boyfriend. They froze a bunch of eggs and sperm, and then they're fighting over it in court.
Right.
I mean, it's just a new thing here that we've got to figure out because it's too weird.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to make some new rules, huh?
It's just weird. Yeah, it's hard to say.
Well,
so that's the way I'd feel about it.
I thought it was neat to see that.
Yeah.
The relationship between Fredrik and Anna, because
yeah,
I don't know, I almost felt like he was flirting with her at some points. You know, boyfriend comes up and he's like, boyfriend, you know, like what? You know.
Well, he knew that was going to change her thinking.
I mean, I know
you
he's not, you know, but it's kind of funny the way he, you know.
Yeah, he didn't realize it.
Anyways.
So that makes a difference.
But that was cool. I like how they include some life thing. I mean, because that was a real life moment there.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it really was. And they filmed it. And and that was neat. Because I like, that's probably my favorite part of the show is seeing the personal life.
Oh, me too.
You know?
It says a lot about him.
Yeah. You know, like this whole Luis thing. That was cool.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
But how about Aurore?
Who?
Sweden.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
What a nice place.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Oh,
Yeah.
is that right?
I wasn't sure.
Aurore.
It's beautiful. Oh, my gosh. It looked like a postcard. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's a nice place.
Yeah, he's got some nice places to visit, doesn't he? From Sweden to New York. And
Yeah.
Yeah, and sold that place. It's like everywhere he goes, he sells something. Gee whiz. He's
He's got a lot
at
going
the
on.
top of the mountain right now, ain't he?
It's crazy.
It was nice.
Yeah, so that was cool. All right, last night's episode, though. Mm-hmm. Luis 2.0 goes back. He gets that old listing again. Mm-hmm. Sells it. Mm-hmm. Bam. Mm-hmm. I like that. Nice place. Love the Joneses.
Oh, they are the sweetest people.
They're cool. And
They are.
yeah, Harlem. I imagine Harlem's not the easiest place to sell a $3.5 million piece of real estate.
I think they're, they've redone it a lot. They're trying to put in new construction in there. They're trying to update that area.
So you don't ever see Fredrik in Harlem, though, see?
No, but Fredrik's doing a different level.
Well, that's right.
You know.
But that's what I mean. It's an interesting dynamic. Luis is...
Well, that's true. That's true. And Fredrik seems to be dealing with a lot of developers. Have you noticed that? Mm-hmm. He's evidently gotten that reputation where he's dealing with a lot of developers, which, is really nice because you don't just get one, you get the whole family, you know.
Yeah.
So it's really nice for him.
Yeah. All right, we'll talk about Fredrik and his $300 million building.
Good night.
How about that?
That is unbelievable, isn't it? Wow.
Man, what a presentation.
Oh, he did really good on that.
Just reeked of
He did
number
really
one.
good. Yep. He did really good on that.
Fredrik's the number one broker in New York, and he has this $300 million building, and he says, let's build. How tall was the model?
Oh, he said he wanted it higher
15 feet?
Yeah, taller than him.
Okay, let's build a 15-foot model of the building for $500,000. Wow. $500,000 model. Wow. And, of course...
They spent $2 million on that. The lobby and the, all that.
Unbelievable.
But gee whiz, look what they're gonna reap and bring back in. $2 million's a drop in the bucket compared to what they're gonna make.
Well, they sold $44 million.
Yeah,
in
there
one
you go.
night.
So 2 was pretty well spent,
25% sellout of the
and that's
building.
just 25%. Think about that. Wow.
Unbelievable.
Wow. Nice views. I love the way they use that computer to show the views.
Oh yeah.
Different views when you're just sitting right there. And the sun setting and how it look.
Yeah, one thing
Good selling point.
that I took and learned from, in my brain, I'm thinking, okay, that's good. Mm-hmm. Fredrik says in his pitch meeting before in the interview, he says, you want them to feel it.
Yeah.
Feel what it's going to look like.
Yeah.
And it's just feel because,
That's true.
of course, I read The Cell, and anybody that is interested
That's
in
true.
what's going on here, go get his book called The Cell. He says people only remember
Exactly what Maya Angelou said.
That's right.
People will not remember what you say.
you and I've talked about that. They won't
Yeah.
remember what you say, but
They won't remember what you
feel.
do. They'll always remember how you made them feel. And that's it.
That's
Emotions play a big part in sales.
Yeah, so Fredrik didn't go in there with a pen and paper and write down exactly how I was going to do this thing. No,
Mm-hmm.
he came in there and he made them feel the energy of the building, the lobby.
Yep.
Feel what it would be like to live there.
It's amazing.
And it creates a feeling of excitement, and they remember that, and of course they picked him.
Wouldn't you love to see the live streaming behind that scene? Like, after he presented it, wouldn't you love to see them putting it together? I mean, we just see it's finished product.
And it
it's
goes
done.
so fast.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure that was done over the course of 6
Oh
months.
yeah, and I would love to see the background on
Yeah,
some of that.
yeah.
You know, I wish
Yeah.
wish they'd show us some of that,
Yeah.
like on the last show or something.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes.
You know what they've never included is of course they got to lose listings. Well, maybe they don't lose listings, I mean, he says we're going to go talk to other brokers and you're not the one yet, whatever.
Oh yeah,
We've never seen him not get one.
I know.
I wonder if
Well-
they had been filming and maybe they haven't gotten one and they've chosen not to put that on the TV show.
Well, you do remember in Los Angeles, the brothers. I mean, not brothers. We're thinking about them, not the
You always think of
Altmans,
them.
not them, the other ones.
Yeah.
James and them had that house for $48 million or something.
Just disappeared.
And we never heard any more about it. Yeah,
Yeah.
they did the filming out there of the gym thing or whatever, and I mean, it just dropped it, and you never heard another word about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that. If they're going to deal with one, I like to see it finished up. I
That's
like to
real.
see, even tell us it didn't sell.
That's
it's just
right.
not going to do.
That's
you know.
right.
But yeah, because it tends to make us look at the show as like everything Fredrik goes for, he gets, and that can't be true. That's not true. So.
Now, although they did show when he lost a listing when the attorney sent the letter,
Yeah,
and said no.
Did show that.
But
that's true.
I want to see when they're not chosen to sell the property, those things. But I'm sure it's limited on time.
Yeah, and that's true. They have to work in what they can.
But anyway, so yeah, okay. So Emilia is talking about going to Greece.
To Geneva, Switzerland.
Oh,
Geneva,
well,
not
why?
Greece.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's Geneva. I'm positive.
Well, I'm thinking about Ryan's Instagram, and what I told you was
she is Greek. She is from Greece. I think
That's
originally.
why they
That's
went
what
to
you're thinking
Greece.
about. But no, she got an offer to go to.
Well, I told you
Geneva.
when we watched the show. I said they went to see Greece or whatever.
You said he was in Geneva.
He was
he did go to Geneva.
Well, he was in Greece too.
Well, maybe he went to see her parents or her family. Yes,
Yeah.
true. He
See,
probably
I
did
don't know,
that too.
But I was connecting
Yeah.
the two, and they're different. So.
Yeah.
But
they're wanting to
anyways,
send her to Geneva full time as
Right.
an international sales. What was it? She's going to handle the international sales. What did they call it?
international law.
Yeah. I guess it was the international law, business law
something.
kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, something.
Nationwide legal, international shipping law. That's
what it was,
That's what
shipping
she was
law.
saying. I
Yeah.
couldn't remember.
Yeah.
But that's a nice opportunity. She's evidently done really well for herself.
Yeah.
And they're going to have to make some decisions, I guess, as to do they want to stay in New York? Does she want to quit her job? Does she just want to sit back and do
Let me ask you this:
different things?
does living separate, is that out of the question?
Oh, wow. That would be tough.
You think?
I think so.
Why?
Because,
You're committed.
yeah, but
Right.
it's just too far. You can't
It's
just
temporary.
go on weekends. Why would it be temporary?
Say go over there for a year.
But she's she would take that job. If she was going to take it, I don't think she'd take it for a year, because that would be...
Yeah, that's right. Maybe not.
I wouldn't go through all that hassle for 1 year.
Yeah, well, she could try it. But that's right.
But she was right. He could sell real estate anywhere. But he has built his name up in New York, which is going to be hard to... Mm-hmm. Of course, look what Fredrik did. He goes to Sweden, does just as well.
Yeah.
He could build himself up in Geneva, Switzerland, just like... I don't know what the market's like over there. It may not be near what he can make in New York. Yeah, and he's got all that.
That's a lot to lose.
But she could decide to just do some corporate law in New York, sit back.
Well, she'll have to sacrifice.
Well, then they could go ahead and get married, have babies, do all that, and she would be, with him. Plus, she'd still be doing some stuff she loves. So, we'll just have to see what happens.
I don't know. Depending on the details of the situation, I might have suggested living separate for a while.
I don't know.
But
it's not fun, though.
Well, I know, but,
Hey, what'd you think about that Bitcoin? That guy offering him Bitcoins.
Oh, that's for TV.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
You don't think they take Bitcoins?
Oh, come on.
I thought they did.
You convert the Bitcoin before you send the money. I mean, the guy there's an exchange rate, and... You convert the currency.
Offered really close. He was about $9.95 off, about $1 million off, but still, he offered $13 million.
Yeah,
maybe it was just TV.
It was.
I don't know. I thought that was interesting.
You exchange the currency before you pay, but that was interesting. The guy's working. He's got Bitcoin.
That was interesting. What do you think about Victor on a stick?
Yeah, that's
I love
cool.
that.
That's
I
cool.
love that.
I don't know. I guess it's a mobile thing.
It was
say what's the difference between
Victor on a Segway,
in a laptop, but it moves. So
it moved around the apartment. That was so creepy.
Yeah, that's
that
cool.
just kind of creeped me out.
Well, you get ready for it, because we got some robots coming up.
Yeah, but that was just creepy. I don't want to see somebody's head going around and looking at me. Oh, that was.
Yeah, well, he could have changed the angle. He could have been standing up or something.
That's kind of weird.
Put your head on there. It looks kind of headless.
Weird.
It's like the headless.
It was awful.
The bodiless. Yeah, that was weird. Huh?
I don't know. It's interesting to see this technology on there, though. I love to see all that.
Oh yeah,
it's interesting to me.
And there was some really the most advanced presentation that I've seen on these shows was in Miami. Do you remember?
Oh yeah.
I can't even remember what it was.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I can't remember what it was, but man.
Yeah, it was showing the view from the top. All of a sudden, the guy said, snapped his fingers, and the thing opened up, and then it was an apartment.
Oh man.
It was. He said because they just had the floor plan.
I can't remember what it was.
I can't either. Oh no! Wasn't that that was the Russian with the vodka deal? They took him up to the top. He wanted one with the view.
That's what it was.
So that was him. I forgot his name, but that was him.
That's right.
He said, I can't really tell from this. He said, I thought you'd say that. And opened the curtain, and there's the,
That's right.
My gosh. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, that was
You're
cool.
right.
That was cool.
This was good, too, with Ryan at 157. He did the open house there. Wore the plaid suit.
Oh, yeah.
Plaid tux, whatever it was. Mm-hmm. I thought that was so cool, the way they sized up who might buy that apartment and went for that age group.
Right.
He said it's going to be young professionals making big money, game designers.
Yeah, that was cool.
Digital design executives, virtual reality people. It was just, creators of Uber. He was talking about all these young people with all this money. Mm-hmm. And he said that's the kind of person that's going to want to live there. And he did sell that, didn't he? I think he sold it. Did they ever say?
Mm-hmm.
Can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember right now, but
I don't believe so. We'll have that done next week, though, probably.
Yeah, that was interesting.
But all that happened within 4 or 5 episodes, so really each episode's kind of not much happening.
Well, I mean, in some
they were good though.
Yeah,
I liked them.
I thought it was great.
Yeah, this whole thing with Luis, I think he's playing head games with himself. But I'm glad he thinks he's better now. But I mean, I think it's just mental. I think he psyched himself out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, probably so. He needs to balance himself out. I feel like he started doubting himself some. Well, you just can't work all the time. You can. No, but you can't. You need a balance because every now and then it's going to catch up with you. Well, he was doubting himself. He had some self-doubt. Now he's found a way. I don't think he needed all of this stuff, this breathing and everything. It's good, whatever. That's fine. But I think he's just telling him. So this all helps tell himself that he's on top of things again, which I think is just totally mental. Everybody has problems every now and then.
But he hired somebody else too. You
They
noticed
did?
they had
Yeah,
that girl. He
sure.
hired somebody else. It seemed like she's Puerto Rican. I don't know.
Yeah, she did seem that way.
But
huh?
she looks like she's going to be pretty good to me.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Of
I
course,
think
she
she's
said
good.
Dominican Republic, so that's what she.
Oh, okay. She did say that. I'm sorry.
But anyways, anything else you want hit you that you want to? I think that's pretty much it for me.
I think. Oh, I thought that was cool at the end with Ryan when Blake, the attorney for Victor on a Stick, calls him, and he says, "Oh, you trying to, give me bitcoins for this?" Blah blah blah. Anyway, ends up saying, "I have somebody that wants to rent it for $50,000 a month."
Yeah, how about that?
And he's gonna take $7,500 of that per month for doing nothing.
He gets 15% for nothing.
Isn't that awesome?
Oh, man.
And he can still keep it as a pocket listing, which means he can show it if he wants to.
Oh, yeah.
And he will get the commission off that too. So
Oh, yeah.
that was a dream listing right there.
Couldn't have been better.
Ryan ended up being good for, that
I
was
guess you
awesome.
stay in business that long, things like that happen.
They do. It comes and goes.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
it's nice. I love that ending with Louise too, going up to see the Joneses, and they wanted to. I wonder where they really live because they always are listing something that they have.
Telling you.
It's going to be interesting to see where they really live.
Nice
one day.
locations, though.
They are so awesome. I love them.
Yeah, they're
And
cool.
that's neat for Luis to get mixed up with them. Did you see in the previews that he's going to get back with that guy that called him Ricky Ricardo and all that?
Oh,
he was not my favorite, but
Yeah.
he's coming back. And we saw Fredrik with, who's that developer that we love? I can't think of his name. That went to Fredrik's wedding on the big boat. Oh, he's got the curly hair. Zach. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
coming back. We saw a preview of that, and that was interesting. So it has to be in the next 2 episodes.
Vela.
Yeah,
My guy.
Zach Vela. That's who it is.
Yeah, isn't that amazing, though? Think about this. I wonder if those are spaced out. I wonder how close in time his $300 million building was to, Zach's buildings. Because Zach's buildings used to be they used to be a lot of money. Big buildings with Zach. And
And he kind of fell off.
what's interesting, yeah, but golly, can you imagine getting done with a $300 million building and then just having Zach call you and say, okay, let's do a,
I know.
100. It's like it just keeps flowing.
Oh, I know.
It's like,
Just it keeps coming to him. That's right.
man.
So it's interesting.
I heard Ryan say 15 new buildings under development in New York. 15 new buildings.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
That's unreal, isn't it?
I just look. It looks like there's just absolutely no more space, and then 15 more buildings.
That's right. They're putting it in every little nook and cranny, going straight up, aren't they?
Everywhere. So good place to be for real estate.
I guess, but
Yep.
I wouldn't want to have to go up that many floors.
6-minute elevator ride. Did you see that
Yeah,
post?
yeah,
Fredrik
I
makes a
did.
post on Instagram. Says
Yes.
it's $85 million penthouse.
Is that unreal or what?
6-minute elevator ride.
I saw somebody tweeted back, what if the place caught on fire? You couldn't even get down the step. You couldn't even get down the elevator,
No.
fast enough.
No.
And he said, I'll take Rebecca, walk up all the time,
Jeez,
every
I'm
time.
It's crazy.
But it's interesting. Yeah, it's really interesting.
Wild.
Yeah, it was good though. I enjoyed all of them.
Be interested to
I love
see
them.
next week's episode. Previews look really good.
They did.
Look like a lot
At
of
least in the
action.
next 2 weeks, the previews have got to happen.
This is the only TV show I have time to watch, so it's a
That's
good
the
one.
truth. That's the truth. Life's been pretty busy
Make it
this
count, baby.
from January.
Love
Feels
it.
like it's just been booming.
Making deals, baby.
Yeah.
Love it.
I've had a lot of weddings.
You're enjoying yourself,
graduations,
too. That's
funerals.
Oh, yeah.
I've had all kinds of stuff. Seems like since January. A couple of surgeries with people, and it's been one thing
you're
after
doing some
another.
surgery, too.
Pretty consistent.
Whenever we can get together and do this show is a miracle.
Yeah, it is, but it's so much fun.
It's a fun
I
show.
love it. It's a
All
good
right.
show.
Well, good. I enjoyed talking about it.
Me too.
Are we done?
I think that kind of covers
Man,
it
that
for today.
concludes it. What's our time? Where are we running on?
I don't know. I don't have I wasn't watching.
Oh, perfect. 29 minutes. Look at that.
Oh, really?
Right on point.
Are we good or what?
We are the best. See, anything else you want to talk
Good show.
about? Nothing much.
I don't
No.
think anything else happened that I had
In life? Nope.
thought about. Well,
No.
Trump's running for president.
Oh,
Did
yeah,
you
I
see
don't care
that?
about any of that.
That's pretty cool. I think that's cool.
Next.
I thought that was kind of cool.
All right.
Anyway, it was really good. It's going to be interesting to see. Have you looked in the background to see if Emilia and he get married? Have they gotten married yet? Do you know anything about that?
Haven't seen anything about that.
You haven't?
Nope.
They may be keeping it off, purposely.
Could be.
Because they want to show it on the show or have it on the show or whatever. But
yeah, Luis and everybody went to an Andy Cohen tribute party.
Oh, they did?
Oh, yeah.
Tribute to Andy Cohen?
Oh, yeah. It was real nice and fancy.
Where was that?
Oh, man. I don't know. Probably New York. But, oh, man, they bowed to him.
Oh, gosh.
The man. You don't like Andy? Oh, man. What's wrong with you?
Andy's just kind of, I don't know.
Well,
not my favorite,
not
put it
your
that
type,
way.
Huh?
Not my favorite,
Okay.
but that's okay.
Well,
I did see a preview on his show, though, about about him asking Fredrik if Bethany, and I'm guessing he meant Bethany Frankel, would give him her eggs.
Oh, I don't know.
And he looked and he said, Bethany and I are friends, but...
Yeah?
And so I think that was a joke. I don't know. I didn't see the whole thing. It was just a promo for the
Well,
show.
I'm looking forward to Mother Fudders.
Oh, gosh.
Isn't that
Funders.
Funders?
Funders.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Because what they're doing is they're doing fundraisers for their schools.
Oh, look
That's
at
what
you.
it
You've
is.
been researching.
Well, that's what it
I
meant
don't have time to do that.
when I saw it, you know. Mother Funders. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
He can come up with some names, can't he?
Best network.
I'm guessing
on
he
TV.
put that one on, too.
Yeah.
He likes all that housewives mess,
Oh, yeah.
which that is not my favorite. I will have to say, Andy,
Yeah.
Don't like it.
Stick to your little people shows.
don't like that.
How about
Hadn't seen any little people lately.
Uh-oh.
Where are my little people?
Oh, boy.
Hey, my first little people wrote a book, though.
We need to get you in the like a column, like a writing.
They wrote a book called The Long and the Short of It. No pun intended.
Oh, that's good. Creative.
The Duggars are in the news a lot now, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. How about that?
They just keep on coming into the news.
And I keep seeing lawsuits for Honey Boo Boo.
Good night.
What's going on?
Well, she was with a sex offender, too.
What is going on with this
And
planet?
the Duggars had a sex offender in the 20 kids.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, listen to this one. I read this morning that one of them, Jenna, Jonah, whoever they are, the two that aren't married, there's one that's still home that's about 20, 22, 20, something like that. She wants to go to college. She's tired of babysitting. And she said, I want to go to college, but I'm not married. She said the other two got out because they got married, but I want to leave. And her dad's trying to talk her out of going to college. And because she said, I don't want to babysit anymore because my parents are trying to have another baby.
Oh, my
They want to make it an
gosh.
even 20.
Oh.
And I'm like, okay, I would get out of the crazy loon.
Oh, man.
I would get out of the house. There's something wrong there.
Wow.
Something wrong there.
20 kids.
Yeah.
Oh.
The last one they had so many problems and still is having those seizures and everything else. Do they not get it?
Ugh.
You know, come on, people, quit. But anyway, that makes me sick.
Wow.
But, you know, to think that they hid some type of abuse is kind of disgusting. Disgusting. But anyway, that's just my little 10-minute analysis.
Glad you added that in there. For the interest
Things
of the
that
public
bug
world.
Ree. Yeah, yeah.
About to go call Howard Stern. Have a nice little conversation about
I
that.
need to call Howard and talk to him.
Yeah.
I hadn't talked to him in a long
Let's
time.
call our friend, shall we?
Yeah, I need to call him.
All right. Well, that's it for the Me and Ree Review
Yeah.
show this week. And I'm looking forward to next week. We should have a lot of good stuff to talk about. Look like a good preview.
It did.
And may talk about a little bit more about life next week.
You doing anything fun this summer?
Oh, no. I don't have friends. All I do is work.
You're doing some big jobs out here.
Doing some great projects.
Yeah.
You see me in the papers?
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah,
See me on the TVs?
yep.
That's good.
You're doing well. Doing well. Enjoy
Keeping up.
watching them.
Keep watching, baby.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. We'll see you, everybody. Follow us twitter.com/The Mac Media Show. Go to MacMediaShow.com to see all these episodes. Better user experience there. And until next time, this has been Mac.
And Ree, have a great week.